Across England, local councils are sharply increasing on-street parking charges for petrol and diesel vehicles, hitting working people with yet another rising cost of living. Under the banner of clean air policies, motorists are facing surcharges of up to 49%, and in some cases, eye-watering hourly rates approaching £30. Reading Borough Council is introducing an emissions-based charging scheme from next month. Vehicles emitting over 151 grams of CO2 per kilometre will be penalised. Petrol drivers will face a 20% surcharge, while diesel drivers will pay 25% more. In the highest emission band, inner zone parking will double from £3 to £6 per hour for petrol cars and rise to £6.80 for diesel. In outer zones, the daily maximum will jump from £12 to £24 for petrol and £27 for diesel. Lambeth Council in London is planning even steeper increases from February 2026, using delegated powers without full public consultation. Cashless parking charges are set to rise by up to 49%. In some areas, diesel drivers could face hourly charges of nearly £20, while in Waterloo tariffs are projected to exceed £27 per hour. Annual residence permits in Lambeth have already risen by as much as 400% since 2023, with key workers such as teachers and doctors now paying up to £1,000 a year simply to park for work. Other councils following this approach include East Sussex and Bath and North East Somerset, both of which introduced emissions-based parking surcharges this spring. Across London, 2/3 of boroughs now charge according to fuel type. Many councils apply multiple emissions bans, with diesel vehicles often hit hardest, even when they meet Euro 6 standards and are exempt from ultra-low emission zone charges. Councils introducing emissions-based parking charges, Reading Borough Council, CO2-based bans, £3 to £6 per hour. Petrol, £3 to £6.80. Diesel, daily maximum £12 to £27. Lambeth Council, London. Fuel and emissions bans up to 49% tariff rise, permits up to £1,000 a year. East Sussex County Council emissions surcharge charges vary by band. Higher rates for diesel. Bath and North East Somerset, CO2-based charging. Higher tariffs for high emission vehicles. Multiple London boroughs, fuel type pricing charges applied even to Euro 6 vehicles. The AA estimates that 1 in 5 councils now adds clean air levies to parking fees and permits. Crucially, these charges are often not clearly signposted, meaning drivers only discover the true cost when using parking apps. The motoring organisation has branded the policy a stealth tax that disproportionately affects poorer workers and risks damaging struggling town centres. Stephen Morris, General Secretary of the Workers of England Union, said, "What we are seeing across England is working people being priced off the roads by stealth. Councils are imposing massive parking hikes without consultation, transparency or viable alternatives. For many workers, public transport simply isn't an option." These policies hit carers, shift workers and key staff the hardest, while doing little to address the real causes of pollution. Councils argue that the measures are necessary to improve air quality and cut carbon emissions. However, the Workers of England Union believes environmental policies must not be balanced on the backs of working people. Clean air matters, but so does fairness. Workers should not be punished for driving when they have no realistic choice and public transport is so poor or non-existent. We call on councils to halt punitive parking hikes, introduce fair transition policies and engage meaningfully with workers and with trade union before imposing further costs. It is worth noting that while councils squeeze motorists, some councils pay staff millions for union time, highlighting a significant disparity in where public funds are directed. We ask all affected workers to contact the Workers of England Union to share how these charges are affecting your ability to work.